All right, everyone. Eileen, are you there? Cheryl, good to see you all here. Hey, everyone. Welcome. It's Simon Chan. Today, we're going to have a special AI workshop. Congrats to everyone who got in. And we have Cheryl Coco. She is going to give us a walkthrough. And I will be learning as well when we are going to prospect together, do some really cool stuff together. Unlike the normal master classes that we do, where we just take notes and learn, this is actually going to be an active workshop where we're going to be using an app on the phone. And we're going to be using you may have, if you missed the last master class we did with Purpose Driven Networkers 2.0, we're going to be using this awesome tool called Nowsite, where we all going to do it. So, first thing is, Cheryl is the VP of Nowsite, VP of Marketing. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, Cheryl? And for those who are, actually, let me go in the see the chat. How many are using this tool right now called Nowsite? If you type in a one, if you are. Okay, and then the shout out Alan, good to see you. And Elisa, good to see you. Anne Savoy, good to see you. It was good talking to you last week. Cyprian, awesome. Francis, Sue, with Josh Bruns, Linda, Luciano, Marine, Maribel, out in Philippines. Awesome. Stu, Marino, good to see you. All right, some of you are. I think most of you are. Okay, and we are going to be using this tool today. Now, if you are not using the tool, actually, let me just turn off my screen here. If you are not using the tool, you can get a free trial. I want you to go right now to get that trial because otherwise this workshop is not going to make sense for you. Okay, it's free trial. You don't have to pay anything. You get all access to my courses and stuff because we are actually going to create content. We're going to prospect, ask questions using that. And you're not going to be able to have access to it if you don't get that trial. So everyone, if you can take, and how do you do it? Let me just share with you. Let me just share the screen. How many of you are not? Actually, type in no if you're not on the Now site, and I will walk you through how to do that. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just share my screen. Okay, if you're not, let me just share with you. It's very simple on how to do it, Alan. Okay, I'm going to type in this URL here. And for those who are, why don't you type in a question? And then I'm going to tally up these questions. And then Cheryl is the expert here. She is going to, we're going to go through these Q&A. So let me share my screen. You can see my screen. If you go to mlnation.com/AI, just claim the free trial. You get over 30 courses for free. Okay. I put everything, all my courses on here. And if you want to access the courses, I'll show you how to do that. Just click on either annual or monthly. It doesn't matter. If you do an annual, it's cheaper. Just say I want to do annual. Click it here. You can put the payment in details. Don't worry, nothing gets charged. You can cancel tomorrow. You can cancel 1 hour from now. Doesn't matter. Just put it in right now so we can use it. Otherwise, this workshop is not really, it's not going to make that much sense. Okay, so if you can do that, and I'm going to turn it to you, Cheryl, while everyone do that. And by the way, if you have got the trial, Alan, for those who are not, you're ready to go, just drop in, say ready to go so we know. We'll give everyone like 5 minutes. In the meantime, Cheryl, I know for those who are using it, you have some action steps, okay? For those who are on here, there's a total difference, not a master class. It's a workshop where we're going to work together. And by 55 minutes, we're going to get some results. All right, Alan's ready to go. Cheryl, I'm over to you. I think, let me know if you can unmute yourself.
Yep, for sure.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here and help you get started using the Now Site tool so that you can, start spreading the word about what you do at network and share content on social media specifically, as well as have the opportunity to talk to the AI version of Simon and explore some of those courses. Now, like Simon said, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go to www.mlmnation.com/AI to get started. But I wanted to kind of take you through step by step of what happens in your account once you do get started and you sign up. And that's this part where you're going to train the AI to learn a bit more about you. Now, this is a step that sometimes people get excited and they think that they could skip, but it's one that's really important. So if you went inside of my account sounds like me. And Simon's account sounds like Simon. And Marie, yours would sound like you. And Alan, you would sound like you. So you don't want to skip this step. You want to take this action step right now. And this is what we call training our AI. So you're going to click here to get started. And then the AI just asks you a few simple questions. And it's just so that, again, the AI can get to know you. So I want to go through it with you, right? If you haven't done this, most people, right, they see this little skip button and they hit it. Don't do that. So I'm going to put in my name here, Cheryl Coco, and you would put in your name. And it's just going to ask us a few questions. And it says, can you please confirm your first name and optionally your last name? Just to clarify, I'm just going to say Cheryl Coco. And the AI will ask you to share a brief description of your hobbies and interests. Maybe like 2 items. We can do that too, right? What happens with people, I think, is they tend to kind of go, oh my gosh, I have to overthink this. Should it be related to my business? Should it be related to me? What do I put? What do I do? And it's the first thing that comes to your mind. It's super simple. It's easy. So here I would say my hobbies or interests are ice hockey, AI, right? Software, marketing, tech.
Hey, Cheryl, I have a question. Well, some people are signing up and some people have done it before. You could always retrain it, correct? Because you want the
Yeah,
more you retrain it, Marie, you get it the latest update of you. Because obviously you're growing as an entrepreneur. You're learning more things, right? So for example, your writing style may evolve, your interests may have changed. So maybe in the beginning you didn't do personal development much, and now you do a lot. Yes, for those who have signed up already, you can go and do what Cheryl is doing and retrain. And for those who haven't, go to the link I just put in there. Go
yeah,
get the free trial and walk through what Cheryl is doing with you. This is really important. Just to let you know, I had when we did this first came out, I did a year ago. I did what Cheryl was talking, and then recently I just uploaded my entire book, all these new videos I've done, over 100 gigs of content. Obviously, you're not gonna have 100 gigs, but any new stuff you definitely can retrain it. And I actually recommend you do that.
yep. So this is the first part of the onboarding that you have to do. As far as retraining, I'll show you where you can do that in your account, but we got to get through the first initial step of the training, right? So I just put ice hockey, AI, software, marketing, tech, snowboarding, and you could put a few items that you like to share, okay? And then you kind of just move on with it. And it says, could you please share your current occupation or job title and what drew you to this area of work? So I'm going to put VP of Marketing Nowsite, and I put I VP of Marketing Nowsite, and I like AI and helping people. Now, sometimes here people think that they have to share so much so that the AI gets to know them and they want to put like a whole entire book in or whatever it is. It does not have to be that way. It's because you can add to the area where you train your AI every single day if you wanted to. So you don't have to spend so much time training the AI. Put in what you have and keep moving. That's so that you can keep moving forward and take some action steps, right? So this one says, can you share your goals and dreams, whether they're personal or professional? You'll only need to mention one to proceed. And I would say something like my I just said my goal is to make Nowsite a household name. And you could put your goal there. Maybe yours is helping others. Maybe it's help 100 families, help 1,000 families, whatever it is for you, you can share. And it'll continue to train your AI and go through the questions. And it says, I'd love to know about your favorite books, movies, music, or sports. And I'm going to say the Bible. My favorite book, choose yours. And my favorite movie is Back to the Future and Ninja Turtles. And then my favorite sport is ice hockey. Really simple. So it says, thank you for sharing. And what we need to do next is click on next. So it's just a few simple questions that we all can answer. And it's important that we answer them right away. So it kind of goes in and it shares interests. It says ice hockey, AI, marketing, snowboarding. I can add more, or popular figures. Awesome. Here. And I can add more if I want to, but can I add more later? The answer is yes. I can add more interests later. I can add more popular figures later. I just want to continue here. And now it asks you to fine tune your writing style. Remember, when you message somebody or share a social media post, you want it to sound like you. So I think I'm funny, so I crank this up a bit. And I love to use a ton of emojis. I like to keep things short, right? I like to keep things friendly. I'm very dramatic in real life too. And I'm informal. So these are how I set my writing style. So you can choose how you'd like to set yours. You can even add some style descriptors here. Like I typically put confident. And I can add that style descriptor here. And once I do, I just click on approve. Now, the next thing that you could do is tell the AI about the product or services that you offer. So you would put in a business name and describe your product. You can do this for a multitude of businesses, or you can choose to do this later, but you put in whatever you like. And I'll say something like, Nowsite, the best. That would be my description of my business. Now here, right? Do I have to go in multiple sentences? Think of a slogan. Oh my gosh, I can't figure out how to describe my product. Do your best. Why? Because we can edit it. We can change it anytime that we want to. Yes, it can be used in over 150 languages. So yes. I'm going to click on next. And then your AI avatar, it's great to meet you. And then here it says like what my slogan is: accelerate tomorrow, ignite passion. Here's my story. As the VP of marketing for Nowsite, it'll kind of create a story for you. And it'll give me an entire personality analysis, right? Dynamic, goal-oriented, driven by our passion for AI. And then when I'm done, I kind of click what else, and I'm added right inside of my account. Okay? So this is what your account would look like once you complete that onboarding. You don't want to skip it. You don't want to do it later. You want to complete it. It only took us like 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes will make a huge, huge difference in the results that you get when you use the tool. So we can
Cheryl, can
also,
this be done in Spanish?
yep, answered that one. Done in Spanish, multiple languages. I'll show you guys how you can change the language if you'd like. And all the languages you could do it in. It's pretty cool, for sure. Here, there is a section, and it's right under this little briefcase here, and it's called Train My AI. You see that? You should be following along with me. It says Train My AI. If you already have an account, right, or you've already filled in your onboarding, or you want to change it or add to it or edit it, you can go into the Train My AI section. And here you can add even more information about you. So it says information that you'd like to share about your family. So I'll say, I have 3 children. I grew up in Philadelphia. I live in New Jersey. My son Jay is 16 and enjoys theater. I'll say my son Frankie is 14 and enjoys crew. My daughter Bella is 12 and enjoys ice hockey. So you could put whatever you want to about your family if you choose to. But the AI will kind of get to know you and what you like to post about. And it should all be information that you would share publicly, right? So don't add any information we've heard before, like, oh, I added that, but I didn't want to share that publicly. You would only want to add information that you're comfortable sharing publicly, right? You can add facts, stories about your background. You can talk about upcoming events that you have. And when you add, edit, or change something, you just click on save. Okay? There's Think Like Me section here. Remember, I said you could add interests, you could add favorite popular figures, you could change different books, movies, music, or sports. You can X these. You can add to these anytime that you want to. Even in the Write Like Me section, right? You can see my confident here. I can add more. I can change any one of the writing style that I like. Maybe it's too many emojis, right? I can kind of adjust that. Or you don't like the humor or the writing style. You can always come in here and adjust. So it's important to know you can add, edit, or change anything that you want in here anytime that you want. There's even a section where you can find out a slogan or your story or personality analysis. And soon we're going to add even more of a memory so that it can remember all different kinds of things about you on top of what we already know, which is really cool. So maybe you've trained your AI. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you've done the onboarding already. But at any time, if you want the AI to get to know you better, you need to come into this little AI section, this Train My AI, and you should be able to fill out, edit, or change things anytime that you want. I would say that this is one of the most important things that you can do with us here because it's what makes us unique, that every single account sounds different. Every single person's account is unique to them, and it's really cool. And the AI gets to know you the more and more that you use it, right? So, Simon, just wanted to stop and see if there's any questions. Make sure that people are getting their questions answered, and happy to move on if not.
Yeah, so let's go to the first question, which is a transition to the question by Annalisa. Like, does it automatically do your content every day? And the cool thing is, yes, it does. Every day you wake up, it automatically has a post for you. So why don't you show that? And then for those who have posted already, we'll create another content. But let's go to that, the surprise me, which is one of my
Yeah.
favorite functions.
It's super fun, right? So we do have a button. Typically, there's like a pop-up right here in your account. You'll see Simon here, but you'll see a pop-up as well talking about Surprise Me. You can also access the Surprise Me by clicking on Post on Social Media. It's step 1 in our star system. And the most used button, there's so many different ways that you can post, right? But the most used button is Surprise Me. Like, we have hundreds of thousands of customers. If there is one thing that most people click, it's Surprise Me, and they click it every single day. You can do it multiple times a day. And it's for those times when you're like, oh man, I don't know what to post. And it will give you something inspiring or educational or entertaining every day for different platforms. So now this is a post for me, right? It says, one thing I learned
So
from
just like that, it created the post.
yeah,
Just like that. So there you go, Annalisa. You saw that. If you click everyone who's using it, click on the surprise me. So at the top left, and then it'll immediately create the post for you within seconds.
Yeah.
Simple, it's really cool.
It's simple, right? So it creates this post, and mine says, one thing I've learned from the dynamic world of marketing is always keep your head up and keep your eyes on the prize. And it talks about one valuable lesson your work has taught you. But what I want to share here, right, that I think is really important is it's in my voice. So if I were to post this, no one says, oh my gosh, that must be AI, or is that weird, or is that like, no, because mine sounds like me. And yours would sound like you. If I wanted to post this to Instagram, I just kind of come up with the top here and I change it to Instagram, and immediately it will change this and optimize it a bit for Instagram. It'll do the same for LinkedIn, right? Maybe you don't post very often on LinkedIn. You want some new content to post on LinkedIn. It'll change it a bit. It'll change it for X too. There's Line, Kakao Talk. I don't. These are more familiar in different countries, but I can show you guys how to post too if you want. You want to
Yeah,
see how?
let's do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Cool. So this works the same no matter what platform you're going to post to. I'm going to choose to post on LinkedIn, and we're going to do it in real time. Okay. So what you do if you want to post is you click on the Get Started button. Okay. And it will immediately download the image for you into your downloads folder. And the important thing is to read this pop-up that no one likes to read. So it says, go to LinkedIn and create a new post. Paste the text, add the image from your computer's downloads folder, and click post. Okay, so I'm going to go. Click on this. It will automatically open whatever form of social media you've clicked on. So I chose LinkedIn. It automatically opens it. I follow the directions of start to post. So I paste. But Cheryl, you didn't copy anything. That's okay. I just follow the directions and paste. I add the media right there from my downloads. Right? Click next. And I hit post. And I don't know about you, but what a relief. Like, okay, great. I have content every day that I can post on social media that quickly. I don't think that you could do it that quickly anywhere else. It's super cool. So,
Hey, you know, the cool thing is we got so excited we didn't even do this yet. How many of you are using the app on the phone? The app. If you type in a one in the comments, if you're using the app, because this is really cool. Because like sometimes you may not have. I mean, I don't know about you all, but most of my photos are on my phone, right? They're not on my computer. So on the app, you can just pull up the whole photo library and just choose any photo. I can think, oh, I don't like that photo. I want another photo. I just take a selfie and boom, it creates that photo for me, and I can just automatically use it into the app. Why don't if you haven't used the app, why don't we take a minute using the app right now? Because I personally also like computer better than the app. But the thing is sometimes at the computer, we're not always at the computer, right? Especially network marketers, even like me. I have three boys. I'm doing baseball. Sometimes it's just not convenient. I'm not at the computer. And with the app, you can basically do this anywhere. There's no excuse like, oh, I'm not at the computer. So if you have, why don't we take a minute, 2 minutes, go download the app, and it's available for, I know definitely on the iPhone and the Android. Go do that right now and just search for Nowsite, right? And it will pop up in the.
yep. Search for Nowsite. I'll take you to. I prefer the app. I see a lot of
The
people.
app. You want to share your screen on using the app?
Yeah, I'll show you here. Let me see if I can.
Alan, this is cool. Luciano, I know you've been new to this. Josh Bruns, Francis, my here. Good to see you, my friend. They're driving. Drive safe. Okay, so, Alan, you don't know what this would do. Okay, so while everyone's downloading, I'll tell you what it would do, right? Just creating, say, most people, you want to build online. and the way the world is, I think everyone thinks everything's online. If you're not creating, posting content every single day, no one's going to buy or join you, right? Like your app, your social media is basically your business card, right? So if someone says, why should I buy Alan? I know Alan does supplements. Why should I trust him? How do I know his business is so good? Alan, you've been doing it for 10 years. You haven't made much money yet. Why should I trust you, right? Or maybe people are just skeptical. Even if you made a lot of money, successful, people are like, what? I don't know if I should trust them, right? So how does trust being created? Is by posting content, giving value, right? People, I was talking about people buy the 3 C's. They buy how you have changed, they buy your commitment, and they buy your consistency. And anyone that you follow and people trust is because they create content, they're giving value, right? So, for example, you're on this master class is because I give value every single day, whether it's on the pep talk, right? Whether some of you listen to my podcast or my live videos or my YouTube channel, I'm putting out content. Now, this is all I do, so it's a little bit easier for me, but even I use AI, right? Because it doesn't replace me, but makes it much faster. Like Marie Garcia just did a post. So Alan, you may be sitting in front of you saying, I don't know what to post. What should I do? And you're wasting time. And time is valuable. You may have other things going on. You may have a job, but this makes it done in seconds instead of spending all that time in there, right? Or trying to figure things out and choosing a photo, what words to use. You basically tell them who you are, and it will just create content for you just like that. So like Maria Garcia just come in. Maria, how long did it take you to do that? Right, a couple of seconds, boom, you got your first post done without sitting there and like kind of you have to write a term paper. Well, where do I start? Right, and that's what most network marketers do. It's like they want to do it, and then they're motivated, but they sit there, they don't know where. And like maybe sometimes the AI, I wouldn't say it's 100% perfect, but it's 95% pretty good. And you just change 1 or 2 words. It's basically kind of like when you go to school, are you copying it? I admit I wasn't the best student. I did copy 1 or 2 term papers, right? I copied, but I didn't copy word for word. I copied the idea and I changed a couple of sentences. That's like basically my analogy to that. So now instead of spending 5 hours and stay up all night writing a paper, I got it done in 30 minutes, right? Here, instead of spending 1 hour doing a post, you get it done in 1 minute, right? So does that answer your question, Alan? So Luciano, great to hear that. It's fantastic. Yes. If you haven't found Alan, you post on TikTok every day, it's probably because you're not. There's a couple of reasons for that. It's probably you're not targeted to your target audience, right? Because sometimes we don't know what the pain points are, and that's where the AI and the Nowsite can help you. All right, I'm going to go. Oh, there's a great questions, and keep the questions coming. Right, but I want to go and work on the app because I think for me the app is where it's really really cool. So Cheryl, back to you with the app.
For sure. So this is my cell phone screen, right? And this is our app. You can see it says Nowsite Marketing here, and you can open your app. And inside of your app, you can do all kinds of things, right? Remember, post or start conversations. But that surprise me button is here as well. So I can hit that surprise me button at any time. And I can post on social media right from my app. So this is how I kind of prefer to do things. Yeah, same. But I am a phone first kind of person. So if you're a phone first kind of person, this will easily speak to you on, hey, I just have to have that app and I can click a button and move forward fast. So
this shows that, Annalise, you asked a question about surprise me. Once you log in every single day, right? When you log in, the surprise me pops up. And you just click on it, and the post is right there within that took like 20 seconds.
Yes.
Right? And based on Cheryl's voice. Not like someone else, not my voice. She's not, right? You don't, sometimes we have impersonation, what do you call that? Imposter syndrome. You're not pretending to be someone else. You're posing like Cheryl because Cheryl trained it. Yeah. Does AI find your target market? Your target market generally is who you are before you got started network marketing, right? Think about how you got started. So when Cheryl was logged in before, telling who that person was, you're telling the AI, this is my target market. This is who I want to target. You're training it, and then it will come up the content.
Yeah. So instantly, right from my cell phone, I can post, right, to social, makes it really simple. So I have this content available to me all the time. This is where I do most of my posting. I also do most of my posting, like I like to use selfie AI the most or caption my image. So here, right, I'm going to choose caption my image. And this is my son's 14th birthday. So I'll say, son Frankie, 14th birthday. That's kind of all I'm giving it. And I'm going to hit generate. And for me, all of my photos are on my app or on my cell phone, so I can access my photos all the time, and the AI can view the photo, so it will understand what's happening in that photo. So you could see, light up the candles and let the wishes fly. Like it knows what's happening. Frankie turns 14 today, and it's all about the cake, cheers, and celebration. Here's to more fantastic adventures and unforgettable memories. Happy birthday, Frankie. Like, that's really cool. It's
Yeah.
just reading the picture for me. I don't know how much easier that could have been, but I know, look, I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. That probably would have taken me 20 minutes to figure out what I wanted to say. So it's really cool. I love it.
Yeah, that was amazing, right? So
Yeah.
because we all take pictures, especially special moments, but sometimes we may not know what to say, and then there you go. Alan, you say you lost your energy and your products got your energy back. There's a lot of people who when you get older, you lose it, you get more tired, right? So you just think of that person could be what? It was 30 to 45 or 40 to 55, and you tell Nowsite that's your target audience, and then it will create that content. The question, Cheryl, is can you let's see, what's the question? We email multiple people. All right, there you go. That's the Chris Messias. Good to see you. Thank you for answering that.
Yeah. So um, on our desktop in a more advanced version, you can do everything from create websites and email campaigns. This is more of like the basic getting started social media, Chris. But you can do it from the desktop version of sending emails, creating websites in a more advanced plan. I do want to say to Alan, I was in construction as well before network marketing. I was an electrician, an auto mechanic. So that was my field of choice. In the background, I'm a licensed electrician and a journeyman. So it was fun. And I love network marketing. So it was a big change, but a great one. Very cool. So like I said, to me, I have all of my images on my phone, and this makes it really, really simple to caption my images, my selfies, or surprise me and post. But I can also see this little Teams section down here. If I click on Teams, I'm in quite a few teams here, but this is Simon's team, and I can access all the courses. See, like I would put Simon in my ear. Like I don't know about you, but like have you ever gone for a walk or gone for a run or you're maybe on an airplane, I don't know, wherever you are, but you want to kind of listen along? I can have Simon on my phone and listen to all of the courses. So I kind of come in here and you can see all of the content that's in these courses, but I can click on it and now I can play the content like right from my phone, and I can put Simon in my ear, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, so I want to
And
make it
that's noted.
simple, right? Because a lot of people have asked about, oh, what's my login? What's my email? I forgot my password. These are all courses I've created since I started coaching back in 2012. I was started coaching in 2012, became full-time coach in April 2013. This is 11 years ago. Every single course I've ever created, whether it's about MLM recruiting, about social media, about how to do home meetings, how to do co-mark, how to even fix up your PowerPoints for presentations, I was just like, you know what? I believe in this AI. Just to keep it simple, I just give it to you all for free. Over 30 courses. If you back in the day when I was to sell them, and some of them I actually still sell, if you add up the values, over $9,000 of courses. I just put them all in there, and you click it, right? So it's one app that has all the courses. You create the social media, you access the courses, and you can even ask my avatar, which will go in next. But so to access this, by the way, click on Teams and then click on courses, and you can access every course I've made.
Yeah. This I get, this is one of my favorites. I know we have a great desktop version, but I like that I can learn on the go. Right? Like I don't know if you're a podcast listener or maybe, I'm cooking dinner for my kids or my family. I just constantly have like Simon in the background talking to me, teaching me like that I'm learning from. I don't know if you go to sleep and you read one of the things that I do is like I think you absorb content when you sleep. You can put them in your ear, right? You can kind of listen to them and put them beside you and hear it. So I like having them on my phone, but look like Simon, by the way, I smile at this every time. There is so much good stuff in here. Like it's module after module, course after course. Like the content in here is just like it's wild.
Yeah, we're talking about building the new markets. Time management was one of my most popular courses. ML Empire Recipe, if you want to expand to different countries, that's it. That was been very popular. It especially talks a lot about my experience expanding in Malaysia and Philippines and Taiwan and China. It talks about that. So it's all in there. So make sure you can access it and utilize it. A lot of you who are members already, make sure you utilize those courses. Okay. And find out what you don't need to go through everything, but find out what you need help with, right? Maybe you're stuck with time management, go through that time management course, right? Maybe you need more consistency. You need more consistency. Go through that consistent networking course, right? Maybe you do a lot of home meetings and you don't know how to close. Go through that ML meetings mastery course. So you don't need to go through everything. Just find out what you need help with, and there's a course there for you.
This is super cool. So while we have courses here, do you see the little section up here that says chat? So in this section here that says chat, you can chat with Simon anytime that you want from your cell phone, which is really, really cool. You can start a new chat. You can ask him questions. You can ask him about how you can overcome an objection, close a sale, what he would do in a certain situation. So it's kind of like having Simon in your pocket all day long. You're like, hey, Simon, what do I do? I use talk to text a lot. Like that's what I do. So I kind of will hit the button and ask a question. I feel like I'm having a conversation with Simon. He doesn't even know it. Or I can type my question in here anytime that I want. So I'm just going to say hello for now. But
You ask them a question. I have a job. I'm very busy. I struggle with consistency. What tips can you give me?
Struggle
with consistency. Yeah, being consistent. What tips can you give me?
It's so cool.
Thanks for letting us know, Marina. We'll be done soon. I just want to shoot up. There you go. This is basically, but so how did it come up with it? I uploaded like my book. Basically, I gave my whole book to the AI. Every single blog post I've created the last 2 years, my pep talks, all that content, my trainings, my videos, in there, and that's the answer put it together. So, yeah. And you can even speak to you too.
Yeah, I think mine is connected to my computer, so that's why he's not talking. But he talks just like he does on the desktop version. So he's really cool and an awesome resource. It's really awesome, right?
Yeah,
so,
and you know, the cool thing is as a bonus too, like my friend Rob, also Eric Worre, if you want to just get different opinions, right? Yeah. You can actually, as part of my team, you get access to Rob Sperry as well. So just why don't you show them how to access Rob? For those who are, Rob is one of the top trainers. Rob's clicked on Rob Sperry AI Access. And then you can ask him a question, right? Yeah. And immediately, or you can go to ask Eric Worre a question.
Which is really cool.
Okay, yeah. There's a question from Annalisa.
Okay.
Francis, hey, you're welcome. Yeah, that's why I wanted to. Yeah, you've seen me wear my shirt. Purpose is greater than money. I want to serve you, right? This is a great tool that you should use. And I'll just share with you. Like I was just talking to someone that I mentored like 20 years ago, He knew me when I was just struggling and starting out. He actually was then he met me and someone referred him to me, and he was one of my first downlines. And I thought about three keys to my success has been number one was obviously being different, doing something different. I just want to be everyone else, right? So able to take the rejection, being the purple, I call it the purple cow. When everyone's getting a job, I just say, I want to build my fortune. Right? I'm not working for anyone else. And the, my friends ask me to watch basketball games. I know I'm going to be prospecting. That was the number one, just being different, embracing being different. Because if you want to be the same and fit in, then you're just going to not be successful. You're going to be like everyone else. That's number one. Number two was adopting new technologies early, not waiting. Like we were one of the first podcasts for MLM Nation. By the way, MLM Nation is going to be 10 years coming up. A lot of new people do podcast interviews. We've been doing for 10 years. I started doing Overture. A lot of you don't even know what Yahoo Overture was. Google AdSense, ICQ formed, just building online way back in 2004. Just learning new technology, getting early, right? Now, it's still going to evolve and gets better and better, but just the world is changing, and you're either going to be changing fast with it or going to get left behind. And that's one of my keys. And the third key to success is purpose-driven leadership, leading with purpose instead of just thinking about money. But number two, adopting new technologies is really important. And there've been I've seen network marketers that have been slow to embrace it, and then they just get left behind. I know people like, oh, social media doesn't work. It's not belly to belly. There's no relationship, right? No one's going to do that. Now we know what happened to them, right? And obviously, social media works. Even back in the day, no, you can't just send out a DVD to someone. Online video is going to be choppy. Yeah, online video is a good example. No one's going to watch an online presentation. There's no meetings. You have to do home meetings. Got to do hotel meetings. The internet connection is not good. No one's going to. Hey, this stuff is only going to get better and better and better. And like I said, it doesn't replace you, but makes the stuff you do a lot easier, and it's going to save you time. So that's why I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Annalise asks, can you do automation here too? So whenever prospects are asking questions and you're busy, we'll automatically answer the prospects' questions. So it's not gonna I don't know, like Chrome extension or plug into your messenger or anything like that. However, you can ask Simon how to overcome an objection. You can ask the AI version of him to view a conversation if you want to, and what your best response is for each individual lead that you have. You can always ask what the best way to answer that prospect is. Okay. So we'll always help give you the best answers. I would, yeah, so I think we need to kind of slow it down for a second and give people an opportunity, right? Make sure that you go to your App Store or Google Play Store here. So see the App Store? If you go inside of the App Store, there's Nowsite Marketing. And this is, once you're signed up, right, kind of do your onboarding like we talked about a bit earlier, make sure that you download that app. And then you can kind of get used to chatting with Simon on the go, or accessing those courses on the go is priceless. I can't tell you enough about that. Or posting on social, of course, or sharing images. I just think it's great, especially on mobile. So if you haven't done so, make sure that you take a minute or two and download the app, okay? Makes things really easy.
So let's give a remaining time. Let's give someone an action step for something for them to do right now.
Mm-hmm. So I would say if you haven't downloaded the app, right, that would be your action step. If you've already done that, post. How about if you post on social media? Do your very first surprise me. We can all click that button and post, right? Have we clicked the button and hit post? Then if you haven't done that, make sure that you click surprise me. Does AI help sell your products on social media? Look, Simon would have a lot to say about this, but I'll tell you, you can add an unlimited amount of business or product profiles into your account so that the AI can help you talk about your business or about your product, but the thing that you sell most is you.
Yeah. So, Alan, if you're saying, oh, I'm just going to post images of my product that it changed, gave me all energy and just post it everywhere on my social media, the answer is a big no, 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 no. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Social media is to create a conversation, and the selling is done through the conversation, right? So, because otherwise you become a commercial. And when you become a commercial, like just blast it everywhere, no one's going to buy from that. Right? Does it make sense? And by the way, if that did work, if that really did work, then your company would even pay you commission, right? Your company, Alan, would have done it by themselves. They can create an ad account and just advertise the product. Your company, I know, Alan, you're a huge, legacy company. They have like $1 billion budget, right? Not a billion, they can definitely spend 100 million on just advertising online and get people to click on the product and buy it. But it doesn't work that way. That's why it doesn't work. So if it did work, your company wouldn't even need you, wouldn't pay you the commission. They would just post all these products, get people to buy it, but it doesn't work. But what does work is, for example, talking about how health tips, how maybe taking certain supplements, certain things can help you. You can talk about it without talking about the name of your product. And what that does is it creates a conversation when people see it. Hey, so what do you actually do, Alan? How did you know about this? What happened? Like sharing what you have done. And then once that conversation, that's when you sell them. That makes sense? So if you've done your first post, tag me on the comments. I'd love to take a look at them. And I'll go through it. Give me like a day, I'll go through them. Okay, I
Oh,
want
that's
to see
awesome.
your social media post.
Yeah, super cool.
And the
I was,
key is like most people, they do one post and then
oh,
they're done. Right? Oh, you're expecting one post. Oh, but Cheryl, no one commented, no one buys. It takes consistency, right? Like in the old days, 21 exposures to get one customer. So, Alan, people need to see you talking about health and energy change 21 times before they may buy. And this is back before social media came. Now the numbers are probably like 50 times. So they got to see it over and over and over again. And so you're not going to have the ideas to run out. And that's where Nowsite comes in. You can have them say, hey, can you write me a post of me using my product, right? And then it'll create it for you. And you just do different variations. You can take a selfie with it. It takes repeated exposures to get a customer. It's not one time. And everyone can do something one time. People, when people see one time, what do the people think? Oh, Alan's doing this thing. Oh, it's not going to last, right? That's what my friends think. Oh, give him 3 months, you quit. It's like New Year's goes. I'll give him like by mid-January, you'll be done. But you just keep showing up that, oh, wow, this is for real. What Alan has is actually for real. You just keep using it. That gets them interested. That's when the conversation starts. And you can even reach out to people you can, a lot of the content, we didn't even talk about this, that Cheryl posted. If you posted just say, I'm just going to talk about Facebook. I'm not going to talk about other platforms, right? Just say you posted on Facebook by Surprise Me. You can create another Surprise Me and use that as a story, a Facebook story, right? And then when people click on your story, you can see who watched it and say, hey, thank you for watching my story. Would you be interested to learn what product I'm taking that gives me more energy? But yeah, coming up with all those ideas is difficult. And that's why Nowsite really helps you.
yeah. Uh, he said, okay. It's really, I think Time Saver builds confidence too, where people were like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure of myself. They kind of come out being like, hey, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing something great. So look, if you haven't, I would say make sure that you do your onboarding. That's the number one thing. You want your account to sound like you. You can edit it. You can add to it, change it. We all know how to do that by now, which is great. And then the first thing that you want to do is post. Just surprise me. Click it, post wherever you'd like. Post on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or your favorite form of social media and stay consistent with that. And when you have questions, go ask Simon AI. He's really cool, super friendly. It's like kind of having Simon in your pocket. And then you have every training course you can imagine. There's so much education. Personal development is huge. I know, every year at the beginning of the year, I try to set a goal and make sure that I'm becoming the best version of myself. And you could start earlier. And I know, look, whether I'm cooking dinner or going to sleep at night or have some extra time, you can just kind of put Simon in your ear and listen to those incredible courses that have been built over time. So action steps, right? Make sure that you do your onboarding, post, download your app, and chat with Simon and get inside of those courses. They're super helpful. Simon, sound great?
Yeah, you know what? I want to highlight someone while and then we'll let you go. Just to show, this is someone that's part of my consistency champions. I know we have a couple consistent champions to do group coaching with me, like Marie Garcia. We have my heritage coaching with me, also Maria out in the Philippines right now. But this is Sean Smith, right? He's busy. He's definitely when we start wasn't into social media, didn't know much, but he has good meetings set up with entrepreneurs, right? And he's been using Nowsite for over a year, and if you look at his content, he's consistent with content, right? He talks about his faith, and he has a specific target audience he talks about. But if you look at the content he creates, he talks a little about football. This is about saving on healthcare, right? This is about Happy Friday. This is from a coaching call. All of these were done with Nowsite, right? Oh, how about electricity bill? He provides a service to help you save money on services. And this is his 4-year anniversary. This content is all done through Nowsite, and that's the coolest part. Like, he used to struggle because he's busy, he has a job, he's a father, he's married, he's got a daughter, teenage daughter. Instead of like struggling at what to think, and that's what he was. He would post maybe once a week, twice a week. Now he's posting every single day, right? And that's what Nowsite. And he's been a huge fan of Nowsite, been using it for a year plus. So just wanted to show you someone making him. Maria Garcia is another one. Definitely go follow her. You can follow her on Facebook as well. So yeah, that's everyone. Here's a couple action steps. Cheryl told you about it. Thanks again, Cheryl, for being on here. Appreciate you for taking your time and this amazing tool. And Cheryl just showed you maybe 10% of what it can do. But I think of everyone right now, get the trial and do surprise me and post. And then tomorrow, do the same thing. Hit surprise me and post. On Wednesday, do the same thing. Surprise me and post. Thursday, you start using it and you're like, this is really cool. But I guarantee if you do it one time, you're like, oh, this is not, I'm not getting the results. It takes consistency, right? And if you just say quit after 1 or 2 days of posting, you're never going to be successful in network marketing because people are watching you. But if you just show up every single day, I trust you. But in the 10 days, people are like, what are you doing? People are going to start noticing you. And those conversations, when you reach out to people, are going to be so, so much easier. So everyone, go get the trial, mlmnation.com/AI. Do your surprise me post and tag me. I'll love to check it out. And hey, thank you again, Cheryl.
Thank
That's
you.
it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm going to go out there and work on some AI myself. So thank you again, Cheryl. Thank you all for watching. And I know it's a holiday season. Appreciate you all. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but you all committed to your business. And that inspires me to do what we do and what Cheryl, for her to keep working hard to serve you. So anyway, thank you, everyone. This will be recorded to be sent. And I think we have a question here. 1 second. We're about to wrap up, and we have a question from Marino. Let's see. All right, if you don't have the credibility of your friends and family, then you definitely need to use social media, right? Because that's everyone, Marino. Most people don't have credibility of friends and family because friends and family, they're all negative, like you, right? That's why co-market, people who don't know you, right? Like I didn't know they were there's a saying, the co-market is way easier than war market because they don't know your past. And so what do they know you of? They know you from the content on social media. So if you're posting consistently, like, oh, wow, Marina's really impressive. They won't negatively judge you. They'll positively judge you instead. Yeah, Marina, thank you for sharing. You can reach out to me if you have any other questions. Yes, it is a Simon AI, Francis. Go to Teams and then you see purpose-driven networkers 2.0. Okay, let me just, you know what? Sherry, if you need to go, I'll let you go, but I can handle these questions. Let me just share with people my screen here. If you go to Nowsite, and you go to Teams right here, and then you'd be able to click on purpose-driven network. You see my face, and that's where you get the Simon AI, Francis. And you can ask me questions. You want the courses? You can click on the courses here. You want to see this? Francis, you see it? Type in 1 if you do, and that's where you access it. Okay, just this courses alone is worth it. Like I said, go get the, everyone should sign up for the trial. If you want to cancel like a week later, sure. But I think once you start using it, you are going to love it. Okay, so Chris, once you get in, click on. If you all can see my screen, type in 1. I have like multiple monitors. I just don't make sure you see my AI screen, Nowsite screen. Yes. You guys can see my screen. Okay, you can see my screen, right? If you click, you can't see my screen. Hold on. Okay, you should be able to see my screen here. If you go to the left and you click on teams, right? There's different teams. You get the Rob Sperry team, Eric Worre Go Pro. Just click on purpose-driven networkers, and then you see it there. If you're on the app, okay, if you're on the app, how you see it is at the bottom menu that says teams. On the bottom, you see teams, and you see purpose-driven networkers, and you click on there. And then you'll be able to chat, and you have the courses there. You got it, Francis? That's, let me see if I can. All right. Good. Okay. I've looked for, make sure you surprise me, do your post, and looking forward to it. Tag me. I'll look forward to seeing it. Hey, AI is a big game changer. Embrace new technology. The things are that the world is changing. It's changing fast. You're going to change with it or get left behind. This just makes network marketing so much easier. And for those who don't use it, you're just going to get left out. Because other people are using it. So anyway, have an awesome day. Appreciate you all. This will be recorded. It's going to be sent out, email to you probably by the next 3-4 hours. But go get a trial. I'm looking forward to seeing your post. God bless you, everyone. Go out there, have a positive impact on someone's life.